What's up, guys? If you have removed your active grill shutter, your AGS, from your truck and your check engine light is on, I have a way to keep it off. So this will work if you're tuned or not tuned. You might have removed your active grill shutter because you just don't want it there. You want to keep the engine cooler. I mean, it's there for a reason. It's supposed to open when it's hot and then close when it's cold to give you more heat, and a couple other reasons, but it's pretty much useless in the racing realm. But you might have removed it, not tuned, and you got a check engine light and you're like, oh my god, how do I get rid of my check engine light? And you might have even put the shutter back in. Or you are tuned and you just might have a check engine light as well, and your tuner might have shut off the monitor for it. Now if you're like me and you're slightly paranoid, I've got pinched at an inspection station once for long tubes, and I want to make sure all my monitors are on. I know it's a body module monitor, but I just want to be safe. I don't need any more problems going to the inspection station. And I know a lot of you have used a paper clip, an elastic, an avocado, and a toothpick, whatever you've done to make your check engine light not come on, or keep that module from working properly to keep your check engine light from not coming on. That's great. Jay Green even told me about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, how to do it, and I totally forget. So I contacted Jason Dauria, he's on Facebook, and he gave me this little part right here. That's all it is. Little aluminum stock with 2 holes in it and some screws. I don't know if you can see that. I'll have a better view in a second. But my module is actually turned off from my tuner. I want to turn it back on just to keep it running through the ECM so there's no issues at the inspection station. I'm also going to have a link below on Jason Dauria's install video. This won't really be an install video. I mean, I'm going to show a couple things, but if you want to watch the full install video, I'll have the link below. You can watch that. Jason Dauria does a very thorough job, and that's actually where I learned how to put it in. So you want to watch that first. Oh, and before I forget, a little shout out to Brad Eiley. Yeah, ouch, man. I've shot my hand with framing nails through my palm, through fingers. I've had my guys shoot nails through my fingers, finish nails, but never with a ring shank. That hurt. Brad, I hope you're all right. I'm just checking in on you, buddy. I hope that you know that hurt. Hope your thumb's all right. Just a little shout out to you, man. Don't want to be doing that again anytime soon. All right, we're gonna pop this cover off, then pop the grill off. All right, grill's off. These little plastic things break really easy. I probably have like 4 of them broken. I'll replace them sometime, but grill's off. And that's where I had it last time, the AGS mechanism. So I'm gonna take that apart, get the process going. All right, here's the servo, or the motor for the AGS. Like Jason said in his video, in the install video, you wanna make a mark right here, just in case when you open this up, those tabs, when you open them up, that arm doesn't fall out because there's teeth, and it has to be in an exact spot. So make sure you mark that, and then use a screwdriver to open these tabs up and take the chassis that this thing's in apart. All right, tabs are off, case is off. Then remove this motor from the case, and like Jason said, this is critical. You only want to move it 1 tooth, so out and 1 tooth to the right. Now it might be hot where he is. It's not that hot right now. This is dependent on temperature, so yours might not be in the exact position he was talking about in his video. As long as you lift it up and go clockwise to the right, you're fine. So I had taken this out as a whole before and just had it hung, and my tuner turned off the monitor for it. But like Jason said, just if yours is, mine was down here, so Jason wants it up here, we're gonna do it up here. Remove these 2 pins. I used needle nose pliers and they broke off very clean and very quickly. And now we put this back into the case. 11/64 holes through where the pins were, right through. go. Need clearance for this. I just use a pair of dikes and snap that off. It snaps pretty easy. You can use a wheel, you can use a belt sander. You gotta take it off to use it, but I left this on and just got a pair of dikes and snipped off about an 1/8 inch off the arm. Back side, we're gonna countersink these a little bit and taper them so the head of the screw, when it's in there, this part will sit flush with the case. And if you got something like this, that works. Or if you're a carpenter like me, it's in my van, but I got countersinks with drill bits in them. But this works just as good too. Got the screws mostly in. Line up the limiter. And a little bit of Loctite. No, it's not crazy glue, it's actually Loctite. I don't know where I got it from. Got it from somewhere. Got like 4 bottles of it. Using an Allen head. By hand, it turns really easy. I'll give that a little crank, small crank when I'm done. Wipe the thread lock off. There are 3 ribs here that you do have to shave down flush so this limiter sits flat. And that's it, these are tight, it's ready to go. Again, I had this whole mechanism out and I zip tied it or bolted it onto the chassis. My arm was actually over here, but it moved while it was in. The key is, it doesn't matter where it is really, just when you move it, lift it up and go over 1 tooth clockwise and put it down and you'll be fine. And now I'll go plug it in, put the grill back on. Alright, I have it where I had it before. I put 1 bolt back in. It's strong, I ain't going anywhere. It's plugged in, red clips in. Why it's secure, and that's it, man. That should stop the check engine light from coming on if the monitor is on for the AGS Active Grill Shutter. Now the top flap. Alright guys, that's it. She's all back together. AGS has been tricked to think it's working with that little lever in there, so we're good. Again, Jason Dauria. You can find him on Facebook under Jason Dauria. I'll even print his name for you. You can contact him and get that part. It's a little bit of work, but I think it's worth it. Just know you don't have to worry about it ever again. Especially for you guys who aren't tuned and you want to get rid of that active grill shutter, or it might be a first mod for you, an AGS Delete. It's a good method to use and it works great. Alright guys, till next time, stay cool.